Hello students, welcome back to maths class. So today I am going to start a new lesson, that is linear inequalities. In your lower classes you have studied about linear equations. Okay, you have solved so many problems related to linear equations. You studied about linear equations in one variable and linear equations in two variables. Okay, and also quadratic equations. So today we will learn linear inequalities. This is the next lesson of your syllabus. So first of all we will see what is meant by inequality. Inequality. Till now you have studied about equation. So what is meant by an equation? Equation means statement of equality, statement involving equal to sign, statement of equality. Okay, so what is meant by an inequality? Here inequality involves the symbols less than, greater than, less than equal to, or greater than equals to. So what is meant by an inequality? Inequality means an expression involving these symbols, that is less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equals to. It may be in numbers or it may be in literals, variables. Okay. So suppose I am writing an inequality 2 is less than 3. It is also an inequality 2 is less than 3. It is a statement in which it states that 2 is less than 3. And suppose I am writing x is less than 4. X is less than 4 is also an inequality. It involves the symbol less than, or y is greater than equals to 7. Y is greater than equal to 7 is also an inequality. Okay. So in this way, what is an inequality? An inequality is formed by numbers or variables using the symbols less than, greater than, less than equal to, or greater than equal to. In your lower classes you have studied about statement problems related to equations. There you translate that statement problems into equations and solve and find out the solution. Is it possible to translate all the statement problems in the form of equation? Is it possible? So sometimes we need the use of inequality there. Suppose I am telling you, you have to score at least 33% marks to pass mathematics in class 11th. Okay. You have to score at least 33% marks. At least means minimum, kam se kam, minimum you have to obtain at least 33% marks. That means there, if your marks is x, then you have to obtain at least 33% marks, means it should be greater than equals to 33%, that is greater than equal to 33. Okay. So it is also an inequality, that means you can obtain more than 33 marks. Okay. So it is x is greater than equal to 3, it is also an example of inequality. Okay. Now we will see types of inequality. Types of inequality. So according to the variables and numbers used in an inequality, there are two types, that is, the first one is numerical inequality, and the second one is literal inequalities. So what is meant by numerical inequality? Inequalities involving numbers only, that is, if I am writing 0 is less than 5, minus 1 is greater than minus 3. Okay. So all these are examples of numerical inequalities, inequalities involving numbers only. Okay. Then the next one is literal inequalities. Literal inequalities means inequalities involving numbers and variables. Suppose I am writing x is greater than equals to 7. So, it is an inequality, it is a literal inequality, it involves the variable x and the number 7, and the symbol of inequality used there is greater than equals to, that is the sign of inequality. Okay. Or if I am writing x plus y is less than equals to 5, so it is also literal inequality. Here there are two variables x and y. Okay. So, numerical inequalities means inequalities involving numbers only, and literal inequalities means inequalities involving variables and numbers. Okay. Now, according to, there is one more types of inequality, and that is according to the symbol used, that is the sign used. Sign means less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to. Here it is, the first one is strict inequality, strict inequality, and the second one is slack inequality, slack inequality. Okay. What is mean by strict inequality? Inequality which involves the sign less than or greater than. Inequality in which the sign used is less than or greater than, that inequality is called strict inequality. For example, if x is greater than 3, so this inequality is called strict inequality. Suppose y is less than 5, this inequality is also called strict inequality because it involves only the symbol greater than, and here it involves the symbol, that is the sign less than. That means here x is greater than 3, but x is not equals to 3. So, these inequalities are called strict inequalities. Similarly, slack inequality, inequality in which the symbol, that the sign greater than equals to or less than equals to is used, that is if x is greater than equals to 0. So, this inequality is called slack inequality. Here x may be equals to 0 or x is greater than 0, and suppose x plus y is less than equals to 5. So, it is also an slack inequality. This inequality is slack inequality as it involves the symbol less than equals to. So, once again, strict inequality means an inequality which involves the sign less than or greater than, and slack inequality means in which the sign used is greater than equals to or less than equals to. Okay. So, once again, what is meant by an inequality? An inequality is formed by using numbers, variables involving the signs less than, greater than, less than equals to, greater than equals to. Okay. Now, we will see what is meant by solution of an inequality, solution of an inequality. You already know what is meant by solution of an equation. What is meant by solution of an equation? The value of the variable which satisfies the equation, that is called solution of an equation. That means the value of the variable which makes the LHS and RHS equal, for which the value of the variable for which the statement becomes true, that value is called solution. So, in the case of inequality, solution means the value of the variable for which the statement, for which the inequality becomes true, that value is called solution of an inequality. Okay. Now, in this lesson we have to study two types of inequalities, that is linear inequalities in one variable, and we will see linear inequalities in two variables. Like equations, you have studied about equations, linear equations in one variable and linear equations in two variables. So, here we will see linear inequalities in one variable and linear inequalities in two variables. So, first of all, linear inequalities in one variable. What is meant by linear? If the highest power of the variable is 1, that means the degree is 1. If the highest power of the variable is 1, then we say that it is linear. So, in the case of linear inequalities, in one variable, the general form of this linear inequality in one variable is ax plus b less than 0. It may involve the symbol, the sign less than, or ax plus b greater than 0, okay, or ax plus b less than equals to 0, ax plus b greater than equals to 0. So these are the 4 types of linear inequalities in one variable. These are the standard forms of linear inequalities in one variable. As you know, what is the standard form of a linear equation in one variable? That is ax plus b equals to 0, and where a is not equal to 0, for all these cases a should not be equals to 0, okay. As a is the coefficient of x is the variable here, and the power of the variable is 1, that you know why it is called linear. So these are the linear inequalities in one variable, and this is the equation, linear equation in one variable, that you know. So we will see how to solve these linear inequalities in one variable. So first of all, we will see the algebraic solution of these linear inequalities in one variable, and we also see how to represent the solution of these linear inequalities in one variable in the graph, that is how to represent it graphically on the number line, okay. So before going to the solution of linear inequalities in one variable, first of all we will see the rules of solving an inequality. So the first rule is equal numbers may be added or subtracted to both sides of an inequality without affecting the sign of inequality. That means equal numbers can be added to both sides of an inequality. Suppose here is one inequality, that is 2 is greater than 1. It is a numerical inequality, that is 2 is greater than 1. If I am adding 3 to both sides of this inequality, that is 2 plus 3 is greater than 1 plus 3, then what is the result? This is 5 and the RHS is 4. So again 5 is greater than 4. So this statement is also true. So whenever we add same number to both sides of an inequality, the sign of the inequality will not be affected. So we can add, similarly we can subtract same numbers from both sides of an inequality without affecting the symbol of this inequality, that is the sign of this inequality. The next one is both sides of an inequality can be multiplied or divided by the same positive number. Here it is one important point, that is both sides of an inequality can be divided or multiplied by the same positive number without affecting the sign of inequality. For example, if it is 3 less than 6, 3 is less than 6, it is a numerical inequality. So if I am multiplying with 2 to both sides, here if we multiply 3 by 2, we will get 3 into 2 and it is 6 into 2. So it is 6, then it is 12. Again here the left hand side is less than the right hand side, that is 3 into 2 is less than 6 into 2. So if we multiply by a positive number to both sides of an inequality, then the sign of inequality remains the same, it will not be affected. Similarly, if we divide by a positive number, the sign of inequality will remain the same, it will not change, okay. Whereas see the third rule, when both sides of an inequality are multiplied or divided by a negative number, the sign of inequality is reversed. This is the important rule that you have to remember. This one is very important. When both sides of an inequality are multiplied or divided by a negative number, then the sign of inequality, that means the symbol of inequality, will be reversed. So let us take one example here. Suppose 4 is less than 8. This statement is true, 4 is less than 8. Now I am multiplying both sides by minus 1. Multiply both sides by minus 1. If I am multiplying this by minus 1, we will get 4 into minus 1 and it is 8 into minus 1. So that is minus 4 and it is minus 8. Now you see here it is 4 is less than 8. Now what about minus 4 and minus 8? So we know that minus 4 is greater than minus 8. So here this symbol will be reversed. Then only this statement is true. So if we multiply both sides of an inequality by a negative number, then we have to reverse the sign of this inequality. Here it is less than, now we have to reverse the sign of the inequality, that is greater than. Similarly, you see minus 2 is less than 4. Minus 2 is less than 4. So if we change the sign, that means if we multiply with a minus 1, then we will get 2 and here it is minus 4. So 2 is less than or greater than minus 4, that is 2 is greater than minus 4. So in this way, if we multiply with a minus negative number, that means if we multiply with a minus 1 or any negative number, then we have to change the, we have to reverse the sign of this inequality. Here it is less than, it will be greater than then. Okay. Now we will see how to solve linear inequalities in one variable. Suppose the given inequality is x plus 3 is greater than 5. So like equations, we have to solve this inequality also, but you have to remember the rules of solving inequality. So here this inequality is x plus 3 is greater than 5. Okay. Now as per the rule, we can subtract 3 from both sides of this inequality. So we can directly take this 3 to that side. Okay. So it is x greater than 5 minus 3. So that implies x is greater than 5 minus 3, that is 2. So here the solution is x is greater than 2. Now how to write this solution? Here x is greater than 2 means for all real values of x greater than 2, this statement is true. What is the statement? What is the inequality? That is x plus 3 is greater than 5. For all real values which is greater than 2, that is for all x greater than 2, this inequality is true. This statement is true. So how to write this solution? Now for inequality, we have to write the solutions in the form of solution set. Solution set. Why we have to write in the form of set? As in the case of inequality, there may be more than one solution. Okay, there may be more than one solution. So we have to write the solution in the form of solution set. So x is greater than 2, that you already know how to write x is greater than 2 in the form of interval. Okay, that is, it is open interval 2 comma infinity, open interval 2 comma infinity. Solution set x is greater than 2, how to write the solution in the form of interval, open interval 2 comma infinity. That means all real numbers greater than 2 is the solution of this inequality. Suppose I am taking another inequality. Suppose 10x is greater than 50 and the condition is given that x is a natural number, x is a natural number, and the second one is x is a real number, x is a real number. We have to solve this inequality. 10x is greater than 50 and the first condition is x is a natural number and the second one is x is a real number. So the given inequality is 10x greater than 50. So this inequality can be written as x greater than 50 by 10, as we can divide both sides by 10, that is x is greater than 50 divided by 10. So it is x is greater than 5. Now as per our question, what is the first part? The first part is x is a natural number. So when x is a natural number, so what are the possible solution of this inequality? X is greater than 5 means what is the natural number which is greater than 5? That is 6, 7, 8, 9 and so on. So we have to write again in the form of set. If x is a natural number, these are the possible solutions here, that is 6, 7, 8, 9, and the second one is, what is the second part? X is a real number. So x is a real number means for all real numbers greater than 5, this statement is true. So for this real number, we have to write the solution in the form of intervals, that is the open interval 5 comma infinity. Here x belongs to this set, here x belongs to this set, that is the open interval 5 comma infinity. Okay. Now let us see some more questions related to solving inequalities in one variable, linear inequalities in one variable. So here the first question is, solve the following inequalities. The first inequality is 3 into 1 minus x less than 2 into x plus 4. So how to solve this? Like equations, here we have to multiply with this 3. So we will get 3 minus 3x less than, this is 2 into x plus 4, so it is 2x plus 8. Now we can take the variable terms to LHS, that is minus 3x is here, so we will write minus 3x, then take 2x this side, that is minus 2x less than, now it is 8 minus 3. So that implies minus 5x is less than, this is 5. Okay. Now you see here in the LHS minus sign is there and in the RHS positive sign is there. So I am going to multiply it with the minus 1 now. So we have to, if we multiply with this minus 1, we will get plus sign here. So it can be written as 5x, but while multiplying with the minus 1, we have to change the symbol of this inequality. We have to reverse the symbol of this inequality, that is it is less than, then we have to take greater than here. So that is minus 5. So multiply with the minus 1 and reverse the symbol of this inequality, that is 5x is greater than minus 5. So that implies x is greater than, now divide by 5, minus 5 divided by 5, that is x is greater than minus 1. So here the solution is x is greater than minus 1. So in the form of solution set, we have to write the solution as x is greater than minus 1 means it is the open interval minus 1 comma infinity. The solution is open interval minus 1 comma infinity. Clear? The second one is 2x minus 1 divided by 3 greater than equals to 3x minus 2 divided by 4 minus 2 minus x divided by 5. Okay. So first of all, you see the LHS and RHS here. In RHS, we have to simplify this expression first. So write the LHS as it is, 2x minus 1 divided by 3 greater than equals to, now take the LCM here, it is 20, so multiply with 5, 15x minus 10, now it is minus of 4 into 2, that is 8, then plus 4x. Okay. That implies 2x minus 1 divided by 3 is greater than equals to, it is 15x plus 4x, that is 19x, and it is minus 18 divided by 20. Now just cross multiply, as like equations we can multiply here with 20 and by 3 also. So it is 40x minus 20 greater than equals to 19 3s are, that is 57x minus 54, 18 3s are 54. Now take the variable terms to LHS, that is 40x minus 57x greater than equals to minus 54 plus 20. So what is 40x minus 57x? That is minus 17x. Greater than equals to minus 54 plus 20, that is minus 34. Now again in the LHS minus sign is there, so we have to change the sign to be positive. In the LHS we have to get the positive sign, so we have to multiply with the minus 1. So just reverse the symbol of this inequality and change the sign, that is 17x less than equals to 34. So here we will get x is less than equal to 34 divided by 17, so x is less than equals to 2. So the solution is x is less than equals to 2. That means for all real numbers less than equals to 2, this statement, this inequality is true. So here we will write the solution set in the form of interval, that is the solution is, now here x may be equals to 2, so we have to write it in the form of closed interval, but it is less than equals to 2, so we take open interval then minus infinity comma 2, and it is square bracket. Why it is closed here? Because 2 is also included in the solution region. Okay, so this is the solution here. Next we will see the second question, that is solve the inequality and represent the solution on the number line. Again we have to solve this inequality and represent the solution on the number line. So the first inequality is there, 3x plus 8 greater than 2. So again this is 3x greater than, we can write, take 8 that side, it is minus 8. So 3x is greater than 2 minus 8, that is minus 6. So divided by 3 we will get x is greater than minus 2. So here the solution is x is greater than minus 2. So in the form of interval we can write the solution as open interval minus 2 comma infinity. Okay. Now we have to represent this solution on the number line. So draw the number line first, mark the points 0, 1, 2, 3 and take minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 like this. Now how to represent this solution set on the number line? Where is minus 2? Here is minus 2, but minus 2 is not included in the solution region. So we have to draw an open circle here as minus 2 is not included, and shade the region which is greater than minus 2. That means we have to shade the right side of minus 2 on the number line. Okay. So this is the solution region on the number line. So in this way we have to represent the solution on the number line as minus 2 is not included, it is open interval minus 2 comma infinity. So here we have to make small open circle, that is minus 2 is not included, and shade the region which is greater than minus 2 on the number line. Okay. So once again you have to solve the inequality, then find the value of x, that is x is greater than minus 2. So there are infinite number of solutions, and the solution set in the interval form is open interval minus 2 comma infinity, and the solution on the number line, just make a open circle at the point minus 2 and draw the and shade the region which is greater than minus 2 on the number line. Clear? So there is one more question, that is 4x plus 3 less than equals to 5x plus 7, that you have to try at home. Okay. So students, that's all for today. With this I am concluding the session for today. So let's meet in the next session. Till then, bye bye. Thank you very much.